What's up, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about Empire Season 6, Episode 14. I Am Who I Am. Now, it's winding down to the final few episodes of the final season of Empire. It's getting interesting to see how all these pieces finally come together. Now, before I get into the video, if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified of all my new videos. And if you enjoy reviews about movies and TV shows with a little bit of humor, please hit that like. And also, if you haven't, check out my playlist at my homepage. I got plenty of different videos available for you, and also I have a pretty good playlist of Empire videos. Now let's get into it. When this episode starts, we see Becky gyrating a little bit, having a good time. They all playing a little music, and Cookie say, "All right, now let's get it together. Now we doing good, and I want to celebrate Tiana on our new bossy sound." And next thing you know, after they was done tossing it up, her niece come in, and she said, "Cookie, can I talk to you?" And so she talks. She said, "I'm worried about my mama. I think she might commit suicide." She like, "Oh no, come here, girl, let me talk to you." She said, "Yeah, let me talk outside." She said, "Yeah, she ain't picking up the phone, and we real worried about her." So next thing you know, we see Andre, and of course Terry's upset, and he says, "You know you can't be mad at me all the time." She say, "Andre, what have you been doing? What's going on? You're not the same." He said, "Look, I understand what's going on, and I'm gonna help you. You've been busy, so I got an assistant, No Neck Johnson." And so she like, "What?" And he like, "Yeah, he'll be here for you. It's just like another assistant, help you with whatever you need, and he'll be there 24/7 for you." So basically, he done hired No Neck Johnson to watch her so that she don't try to do nothing fishy while he ain't around at work. And so he back and he in the room getting ready, and he still seeing Kingsley. And so he give her a kiss goodbye. She gonna use No Neck Johnson. She says she got an appointment with her son. Meanwhile, at Empire, we see that they all talking to this producer, and they trying to get her to do something. She said, "Let me talk to you in private, Lucius." And then Yana say, "Anything you want to say, you can say. We don't have no secrets." He said, "That's right." She said, "Well, my music is reserved for like Beyonce right now." And Becky like, "Come on, I know you got something now." She said, "Well, look, I mean, I'm just saying what's going on. I mean," she said, "Well, you bombed." And she said, "Well, look, they say everybody has bombed once before, but I mean, come on." And then Yana said, "I'll write my own stuff." And Becky like, "Come on, you need something iconic." And Yana like, "Well, Lucius, wouldn't you have wrote it?" He said, "Yeah, that's what I would have done. And actually, anybody that doesn't believe in Yana right now, man, they can kick rocks." And so then we cut to, Hakeem, and he's wrapping up on the movie for the Lucius Lyon story, the Empire movie. And so meanwhile, we see Maya telling Andre, and he's saying, "Oh, that's good, but we need to get the publicity up because right now you got it scheduled for a Marvel movie. Nobody's planning on seeing it. I want you to get it together like you hustled to get that record contract." And so she like, "Okay." So she looking around and she see Hakeem getting all lovey-dovey, so she got a little idea. Meanwhile, Cookie and her sister come over there, and they see her push it real good, and we see her getting like a Hoover Dam with the booger sugar, getting that little sneeze on. And so they like, "Girl, what you doing?" She like, "How you get in my house?" Cookie like, "Well, I bought the house." She like, "Oh, you gonna rub that money in here in front of me again? You need to go, Cookie." And then she trying to get one last little blow, and they pulled her away, hopped in the Bentley, and they off. And so they like, "Girl, we taking you to the rehab. That's where you belong." She like, "Whatever, Cookie. You always trying to be my mama. You ain't my mama." And she say, "Oh," she say, "Yeah, that's right, girl. But we gonna be here for you, and I'm just here for you. You know I'ma tell the truth." She say, "Yeah, right." And she said, "You too, Candace. You can't talk." And then Candace said, "Yeah, right." And then she started remembering about when she was younger, and how she overheard when her daddy was talking to their mama, and he told her don't ever come back, this, that, and the other. And so then we see Carol coming down mad because her mama ain't there, and Cookie telling her she need to hurry up and get ready. And then we hear us, you always trying to tell me this and that. Candace say, you know what, that's right, we sisters. I'm thankful that I had my sisters there for me when I was going through what I went through with my son. And Cookie was happy right there. And she say, and we gonna be here for you too, girl, whether you like it or not. And so they go on down to rehab. Meanwhile, we see Yana, and she's trying to work on writing a new song. And so Lucius come in, and so she like, he said, let me see what you got, man. And so she let him see, and he started reading it, and he said, oh, this is sweet. It's like a little baby being born. And she said, oh, okay, that's what this is. Okay, Lucius. He said, no, I'm just saying, why don't we start writing from the chorus and then write the song? She's like, look, you stressing me out, Lucius. I don't need that music lesson. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I need to do. He said, all right, man, go ahead, do what you gotta do. I'm gone. And so he up out of there. Meanwhile, we see Andre, and so he's meeting with Treasure, and he's telling Devon and Treasure, about what's going on. And she like, Andre, it's your fault my voice messed up. He said, no, I don't want no excuses. You need to go out there and you need to sing and you need to get it together. She's like, Andre, I'm still trying to recover. This would have never happened if you would have let me do what I was trying to tell you. And then Devon, he's like, calm down, y'all. He said, look, man, lover boy, I don't need your help. You need to worry about the other women in your life, like your gimp sister or your girl. Because if she wasn't running back to my brother, if you know what I mean, for that little sexual chocolate. And then he got up and stole on him. And then Andre took it like a champ on the chin. And Treasure was like, oh no. And then Devon looked at him after he stole on him like, yeah, that's what's up. You want some more of that? And Andre just manhandled him, grabbed him, slammed him down to the ground, slammed him into the table, picked him up, slammed him up against the wall. Treasure like, oh, guys, stop. No, what are you doing? And he said, all right, get out of here. Go. Get out of here. And so now they both leave. So next thing you know, Devon feelings hurt. His lip is bleeding. His pride is hurt. So he go up to Bossy and he all gonna confront, Tiana fine self in front of everybody. Did you sleep with Akeem? Did you do it? She like, what? What are you talking about? He said, look, you said you want a good dude, but really, you don't even deserve it. You just a dog. And he said, I'm done with you. I'm out of here. And he turned around after he rubbed on her face, and then he leave. And man, I don't know how he was able to do that, because man, I might have forgave her on that one, because Tiana's something else. But anyway, moving along. So Carol's still tweaking in the back seat, Miss Pookie. And so they go, she said, I'm hungry. So they go get something to eat there, and she's talking to the little, waiter. And so he's, can I help you? She said, yeah, let me get a little of this, a little of that, a little steak, and let me get this and that, and let me get an extra avocado. And he said, I'm sorry, ma'am, but we're all out of avocados. He said, I see the Golden Girl over there with all that avocado. What you looking at over there, Golden Girl? Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. And he say, sorry, they ordered already before you got in here. And she said, oh yeah, right, like they just took all the avocado before I got here, huh? I'm sorry, ma'am. He said, you know what? I don't even want to hear it right now. And then they say, sorry, my sister having a bad day, and Cookie and them grabbed up, and she said, hey, girl, you better be quiet before I take you outside and beat your butt. She said, you always bossing me around, Cookie. Why you always doing that? And so then we see Cookie, and she go on outside. She see her daddy sitting in his work van. And so she go on and open up the door, and she get in, and daddy sitting in there. He look at her, and he kind of crying or whatever. He say, she ain't coming back, baby. She ain't coming back. And so then she kind of give him a little rub on the arm, hope he feel better. And then she hop out, and then she go back inside the house. And so she like, come on, Carol, you need to hurry up and get ready. You need to get up. Mama ain't coming right now. And she say, Mama is coming right now. And then he say, Carol, you need to get up, get ready. And so then they flash back to inside the restaurant. And so she's saying, you know what? I don't know. I knew Mama. Me and her, we had something going on. But you know what? I'm tired of y'all. You know, I don't even want to be here right now. You always trying to tell me something or whatever. But you know what? I think I lost my appetite. I'm out of here. She say, oh, it ain't us. The crack made you lose your appetite. You can't go nowhere anyway. I got the keys, stupid. So, meanwhile, back at Empire, we see Maya, and she's with this, journalist. And so she's saying, yeah, they're working on it a lot. You want a sneak peek? And so they go inside, and she thinking that they was going to get a sneak peek of them working on the album of Hakeem and his co-star of the movie. Instead, he was working on a little rump roast. And so come on, y'all got to get out of here. She like, oop, I got what I need. And then she's trying to tell her, you wasn't supposed to see that. And she say, well, actually, I can't unsee it now, can I? And so she said, I'm out of here. And so meanwhile, she's smiling because that was her plan. And she love it when the plan comes together. Meanwhile, we see Lulu, and he's sneaking into the office, and he done pulled back the paint, and there's a safe back there. He go in the safe. He got some letters in the safe. So right when he do that, he's going high because he hears somebody coming in. And lo and behold, it's Andre 3000. And so he looking in the mirror, and he's saying, you know what? You're ruining everything for me. It's all your fault. And he said, no, it's because of me that we have everything. And so he overhear him talking to himself, tweaking. He say, is everything all right, man? He say, Pop, yeah, everything's fine. Why you ask? He say, I'm just checking. Seems like that crown could be a little heavy with the heart attack, the cancer. You all right? He said, Pop, I'm all right. But the way you questioning me seemed like you trying to, take over. Why are you here? He said, you know what? That's a good question. I'm out of here. Meanwhile, we see Terry, and she done pulled a little slick one on No Neck Johnson, and she done went to go see his doctor, and she trying to get info, but he ain't telling her. And she like, am I in danger? He said, look, if things you're saying, I would do everything that was necessary to protect my family. And so she like, oh, snap. Meanwhile, we see that the news is out that Hakeem and his co-star is, messing around. And so Becky like, yeah, I ain't surprised. And so then her assistant say, girl, you better slow down on them power pellets, girl. You got an appointment. And she say, we're going to have to cancel that because we got to work on Tiana. Where is she? And then they see her, and she looking all depressed right now because she done got fronted. And they like, you know what, Tiana? We need to go ahead and get to work. And she like, I was gonna write a song about me and Devon, but now I don't know. Becky like, you know what? We still can. We could write a breakup song. She like, a breakup song? They're like, yeah, we could get a breakup song. Besides, I know he was slanging it and all that, but still, I mean, who was he to do that? She like, you know what? You right. We didn't have our relationship defined. Becky like, see? And she say, yeah, I mean, besides, who was he come do that? I mean, what's wrong? Dudes do it all the time. Becky said, let's get messy, like my lunch. And so next thing you know, it's going to work, and they writing, on a new song, working together. They all tossing it up, getting drunk. Becky got to wash down her lunch with a baby bottle full of little drizzang. And so they all having fun. Becky tossing it up. Next thing you know, they wrote a hit. Meanwhile, we see Lucius, and he back at his house, and he's opening up those letters. And so while he's reading those letters, it's bringing back memories. And he remember Bunky walk in. Hey, man, what's up, man? You ain't went to go see Cookie yet, man? What's wrong with you? You better stop writing them letters, go see her. It's just, man, last time, man, I almost got kicked out of there, man. I was so mad at her being in there, man. What I'm supposed to do? I almost ended up in jail myself. And so then we see him just like start going to work writing. And so meanwhile, we see Cookie and and her sister Candace waiting in the car, and they like, "What's Carol doing taking so long? She ain't even eat." And she said, Candace say, "Well, she would have ate if you wasn't so hard on her, Cookie." Cookie said, "I can't do nothing but tell the truth." And then she look in the mirror and she like, "You know what? Damn, that girl." And so next thing you know, Cookie get out the car. Sure enough, Candace then used her phone and called her a Uber. She about to pull a bounce on them and fast moving. She said, "Girl, what you think? You can't play slick to a slickster. Come here." And grabbed her by that woolly mammoth on her head. Meanwhile, we see Hakeem's co-star Nicole or whatever playing Cookie, saying, "What's up with this little ghetto games? I ain't got time for this." And you see Maya, "I ain't do that, okay? I'm not responsible for that." And then Hakeem say, come on, hold up, let me holler at her. She ain't do that." And so he says, "Did she fall for it?" She said, "Of course." He say, "Boy, you a shady bitch." She said, "Am I?" Meanwhile, we see that Terry is in a wedding dress, but at the same time looking for a motel for a quick getaway. And so Andre come in, he like, "Oh, this look good. This ain't bad luck." She's like, "Andre, you think this is a good idea?" He said, "Come on, Terry. I mean, what's wrong with this?" And she's like, "I mean, we kind of rushing into this and everything. I mean, I don't know. I just, with all the stuff going on, and I just worried about you. And I went and I spoke to your doctor, and I wanted to check on you." And he said, "What? You did what? You spoke to my doc?" "Look here, Terry, this is happening, whether you like it or not, okay? We're getting married. You're gonna forgive me." And then she like, "Andre, what are you doing?" And he was like, "You know what, Terry? Go. Run. Run, Terry." And so next thing you know, she leave. And so meanwhile, we see Cookie driving. And so they sitting there talking back and forth, and then Carol say, "You know what, Cookie? Ever since Mom left, I didn't have nobody for me. Okay? And it was hard and it hurt. But I had somebody for me, and he loved me." And then it flashed back to Carol when she was young, and she like, "Where Mama?" And we see young Candace say, "Mama ain't coming back." And she say, "Mama is coming back." And then she on the floor saying Candace and Cookie trying to tell her to come on, get ready. And she's just sadly stubborn, saying Mama coming back and crying back and forth, and they all arguing about it or whatever. And so she like, "I was hurt so bad that day Mama didn't come back. I just knew she was gonna come back. But Darrell, he loved me. And he made me feel good. Yeah, it was messy and we had problems, but he loved me. But that's why we ruined your life too." And then Candace saying, "Shut up, don't say another word." And Cookie say, "No, let her say it. She been trying to get this off her chest for a while." She say, "Them 17 years you did, how you figure that happened?" She say, "Well, it was a raid." She say, "We the one called the police." And Cookie stop in the middle of the street, pull over, get out. And then they like, Candace and they can't, "Come on, Cookie, it wasn't like that." She say, "My own sisters, you snitch bitches, 17 years. And she say, "Cookie, it wasn't like that. We didn't know that you wasn't gonna snitch on Lucius." She said, "What?" She said, "Yeah." And she said, she walking towards her car. She said, "You know what? The rehab down the street about a mile. Y'all can walk." And they says, "Wait a minute, Cookie, how it feel? We was just trying to help. That make it feel any better?" Which she got a good point. Meanwhile, we see that Lucius wrote a song, and it was for Yana. And he said, "Listen," she said, "this right here, this is about when you and I were split. I didn't know you felt this way about me." He said, "Yeah. Do you think you can breathe some light into that, man?" And so next thing you know, it cut to a little montage of her singing and him playing a little music or whatever. Next thing you know, they slobbering on each other, lip wrestling, and he used that little prison letters to get in them drizzles. And so next thing you know, we see that Terry is finally pulled away from No Neck Johnson and Andre and went to this little hotel room. But then when she get in there, Andre's in there like the ghost of Christmas past. And he says, "See, Terry, this is the second time you tried to take my son from me. Give him here. Let go. No, let go. And so the baby crying, see what you did? You know, Walker means everything to me. He's irreplaceable. And you are not. You will never see him again. Now, let's go. And so next thing you know, that was the end of the episode. Now, it's time for real talk. Now, this is the part where I get into my real feelings and things about the episode. Now, leaving off with Andre, I mean, this is really a scary situation that if you were with a person as a woman like this, I mean, what could she really do? He has not only these issues, but then he has money and power to help, you know, enforce some of these things he's trying to do. And it's really kind of messed up and, you know, let you know some of the problems somebody dealing with, you know, multiple personalities. It's not a, you know, an easy thing to deal with. Also, he didn't got No Neck Johnson on the team following her. So she's pretty much like under surveillance 24/7. So that's kind of crazy. Also, I think it's messed up for Lucius as far as the show that he's finally getting back in them draws with Yana, because it's only going to be a matter of time that Damon find out, and when he do, no matter what, he going to want Lucius dead because you screwing his daughter, and that's just, you know, playing with fire. And also, you know, Carol, she didn't fell off the wagon hard, didn't she? I mean, she was over here hoover-deucing that booger sugar like it was no tomorrow. She might be a good date with Tommy Egan. We may see a little collaboration spinoff or something down the road. And I don't know what was up with the flashbacks in this episode. It really didn't make sense to me what it was trying to show, how traumatic the day that they found out your mama wasn't coming back was. I'm guessing that's what it was. It just wasn't put together right to deliver the story. I had to even watch that a couple times to truly get what they was trying to say. So I don't know. I think they could have conveyed that message a little better. In the end, it's interesting to see how all this stuff is coming out, and also like the Andre Devon situation. Andre ain't no joke, boy. He went into beast mode. Devon thought he was just a little executive and gonna cry. Andre turned around and whooped his butt, man. Threw him up out of there like dirty dog. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's interesting. A good episode overall for an Empire show. And you know, I'm looking forward to see how this all play out and who finally pulled the trigger on old Lulu. Lastly, I want to thank my biggest fans, my Patreon family members. You guys have been a huge support through all of this crisis going on. Not only that, but some of you have been supporting me for years now, and I appreciate all your support. You helped me go through these hard times, and I wouldn't be able to keep my channel running without you, and I'm very thankful for each and every one of you. Thanks for supporting my work. If you're interested in joining the Patreon family, getting access to some exclusive videos that everybody on YouTube don't get to see, like some of my stand-up comedy, and also early access to videos and more, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you right there. And last but not least,
watching.
Please
Leave
a
comment,
hit
that
like
button,
and
subscribe,
and
I'll see you
and
the next video.